Hello everybody and welcome back to the most irrelevant channel here on YouTube today, and welcome back to another FPL update. Guys, I just want to thank you so much for the support on these videos. I kind of obviously just thought about just giving you an update on my team and squad and stuff. It seems to have gone down really well, so yeah, thank you. Obviously there is still time to join the league. If you've got a team already set up, the links and everything are always in the description down below, and I might have a graphic on screen as well if I remember to put it there again. But yeah, let's have a quick delve on how I did in week 3. Also, if you don't follow me already on social media, all the links and hopefully be on the screen right now at Just M1ke Plays over on Twitter. Send me your teams as well. Let me know how you've been getting on. But week 3 for me, it was okay. It wasn't the best. It could have been better. But as we can see there, the average was 50. I scored 64 points, the highest being 122. Some people get some crazy scores. But yeah, what wasn't the worst though. It could have been slightly better, but to be fair, all of my players scored points, which was good. I made the right decision to probably put Fred on the bench, although saying that Mkhitaryan, Jorginho and Bernardo Silva didn't score any better than him, so I suppose it really wouldn't have mattered if I'd have brought him in. However, saying that, the reason why I stuck him on the bench is because I actually brought in Arnautovic, and obviously he scored 5, so I think that decision kind of paid off. Wasn't massive. Yeah, it kind of paid off in the fact I got a few more points on the board. But other than that, my bench obviously not scoring any points. But as you can see, Arnautovic is out injured, and so is Trippier. So Trippier and Arnautovic, I think they're both the same, 75%, if I'm correct. Yeah, 75%. Yeah, knock and what did that one say there? Muscular injury. So they've got a chance that they could potentially be playing in the next match. But it's still no guarantee that obviously they will be starting. So I've actually already done my transfers. So yeah, I've already actually wasted 8 points as well. So I used my free transfer. Then I did 2 other transfers, if I can remember correctly. And a little bit of a risk, I suppose. I didn't really want to play my wild card. I know I've got to use it before the 29th of December, but I didn't want to use it just yet because I wasn't making wholesale changes. I think an 8-point loss isn't, massive in the grand scheme of things. Well, actually, I'll kind of head over now and show you the league shortly. It's close, but I think taking the 8 points ahead rather than using my wild card just yet was probably the right thing to do. But obviously, that'll only kind of come to fruition when we kind of see next week's scores. But yeah, looking at the team, obviously my midfield was probably the weakest point there. Got 11 points from Trippier, obviously grabbing an assist. Robertson as well. Lloris getting a clean sheet. Walker and Bernardo Silva, the Manchester City players, not performing the best for me that week. But other than that, it wasn't too bad. The front line, 5, 8 and 10. Again, not ideal. Could have been getting a few more, maybe a goal each. That would have been nice. But I can't really moan. It was a decent score considering it was what was it, 50 points average. So I beat the average, which was always your kind of minimum thing you want to kind of aim for each week. So now let's have a quick look at the my league, shall we? So we can see I'm still in second. Yes, we've got Alfie Edgeworth, who's a newcomer into the league. Sorry, link to his channel is well, probably just be forever in the description down below. Now, if you want to go and check Alfie's channel out and drop him a sub if you like what content you see. I know he's been doing some FPL updates as well over there. So yeah, obviously he's joined the league and he's doing pretty well. Only 4 points behind me. So that 8-point transfer, minus 8 points transfer that I've done could come back to haunt me. Other than that, below there, there's quite a big gap now between between top spot, to fair, and second and third. There's a big gap, and then below that one, not so big, but it's still tight, to be fair. There's a few players obviously down the bottom that aren't doing too well, but anyone kind of in that 160 range, I think at the moment it's still kind of there or thereabouts. It only takes one person to have a really bad kind of 30 points week, and then the following person to have a 100-point week, and kind of everything can change. So still a lot to play for. Let's have a quick look at Alfie's team at the moment as it stands, obviously from the scores from week 3. I don't know what transfers he's done just yet, but let's have a quick delve into his team. So let's have a look. Oh, we got -2 for Richarlison as well. He did actually tell me to buy Richarlison for Fred, which I did put a poll up. People said I should probably swap him out, but I didn't take the risk, to be fair, because I don't know. Well, you'll see what's happened with the team shortly, but yeah, I kind of thought I'd just leave Fred in. I thought, you know, Manchester United are going to have to kick on at some point. Obviously, they didn't get an absolute woeful performance, but I think his defence, where he got the most points, obviously 11 points from Alonso, 11 from Trippier as well. Guerrero only grabbing 4 from him. He did have Wilson on the bench though, you know, and he had Troy Deeney, which has got another 2. So to be fair, he had obviously had a decent week, but imagine if he'd put Wilson on as well. That would have Wilson for Richarlison. He would have actually probably overtook me then. To be fair, so that's the kind of fine lines you play in fantasy football, I suppose. We've got Hypewars. He's a regular subscriber and a regular commenter on my channel as well. So let's have a quick delve into his channel. He creates a lot of Formula 1 content as well. I'll pop a link in the description down below to his channel as well, so if you do wish to go and check it out, then be sure to do that. Harry Maguire scoring 10 for him. Harry Kane, so he must have used his triple. Oh no, captain didn't he? Sorry, he didn't use his triple, he just captained him. Rightfully, obviously, he's kept De Bruyne in. Now that's interesting. Rather than transferring him out, he's kept him in. Or has he just forgot about his fantasy team already and not thought about transferring out? Yowen as well. Yowen's another Football Manager content creator. Well, you know, he hasn't done anything for a while, but he used to be on the daily grind. Well, not daily, but you know, content grind of Football Manager. Let's have a look how he's got. He's got Richarlison as well. Firmino scoring 5 points for him. No one scoring big points apart from Robertson, really, but you know, consistent. He had a few players on the bench which could have grabbed him a few more points there if he'd put Tucson in as well. Maybe took out Van Aanholt, he would have scored a few more points, but still not a bad week for him. He's sitting in. Where has he gone now? Where is he? He's sitting in 5th, so he has dropped a position. Tristan Price there as well. Yeah, not looking too bad. As I said, it's still quite close. You've got Tom Campbell there at the bottom on 114 overall. Not the best, but as I said, you know, this is a marathon, it's not a sprint, so we've still got time. So let's have a quick look at my team. As I said, guys, I've already made my transfers. This is the kind of lineup I'm thinking of going for so far. So I've actually left Trippier in there. Now, I was going to take him off, but obviously he's got a 75% chance of playing, so there's no point me transferring him out, because I will just pop him back into the squad once he's back anyway, so I didn't think there's any point in doing that. But do I bring in the Crystal Palace defender for this game? Obviously, they've got Southampton, so you know it could be a tight game. They are at home, so there's a good chance they could win that game. Realistically, I think, you know, they've got a good chance of winning that game. He could get an assist, he could get a clean sheet. Trippier's not guaranteed to start. However, they are against Watford, but they are away. So that's the poll for today, guys, or just leave it in the comment section down below. But there will be a poll in the top right hand corner. If you like to click that little I button, there will be a vote there and there. So do I go with Trippier or do I go with I can't pronounce his name, the Crystal Palace lad? Or you can just comment it down below in the comment section. Other than that, I think I've gone, you know, I've kept Fred in there. Again, I think Manchester United got to kick on at some point. I've obviously brought in Aguero for Nautovic. I've also dropped Wilson for Joselu as well, which I think going forward that could get me a few more goals than Wilson will do potentially over the season. I'm not too sure that's the right decision at the moment, but you know, only time will tell. He's not playing at the moment, but you know, he's a good one as well for a bench boost. You know, they've got a good game and a kind of got a strong midfield now, I think, with obviously I've brought Walcott in there as well. So yeah, it's looking okay. I think my team is looking fairly solid at the moment. It's heavily reliant obviously on Tottenham doing well. I've took out Bernardo Silva obviously for Walcott because he wasn't really doing much, and also there's no guarantee he's going to start every single match because of Pep Guardiola. So it's yeah, it's really hard to have many Manchester City players in because he just plays like roulette with his players and rolls a dice, and whichever number that dice has on, that's who plays or something. I'm not too sure how he picks his team sometimes, but obviously it works. You know, they've got the depth there to do that kind of thing. So yeah, but it's a little risk in fantasy football of having Manchester City players in there because you just never know which one's going to play. But overall, I think it's looking solid. As I said, you know, we've got Aguero up against Newcastle. I think he'll definitely score. Kane against Watford, he's scored in August now. That hoodoo's gone, so hopefully he'll continue scoring. I think hopefully Manchester United should hopefully turn their season around, but Burnley are a tough team to be fair, and obviously they are away. But I'm just hoping Fred will get something, an assist or anything in that game. I think Everton will, you know, we've got a very good squad at the moment. To be fair, I'm really impressed with. If I was an Everton fan, I'd be pretty happy with my my squad, apart from maybe the strike force at the moment. But other than that, I think the squad as a whole, Obviously, apart from Michael Keane's unfortunate injury, it's not looking too bad at all, really. We've got Mane and obviously Mkhitaryan's a bit hit and miss as well. But other than that, I think it's solid. But obviously, what I want from you guys in this video today, just cast your vote or leave in the description comment section down below. Do I start Trippier or do I start the lad from Crystal Palace? Anyway, guys, that's my quick update from game week. Well, going into game week 4 now. But this is my post kind of match reaction to game week 3. If you haven't enjoyed this one, then don't forget to show your support by dropping a like on the video. I've been Just M1ke Plays. I'll speak to you legends soon.